Hello everybody. Hey guys, welcome back to another Splatoon 3 playthrough. Yeah. Anyway, you know who it is. It's me, SquidKeegan, and I am Daxton, and I'm Big Man. And we're back with another playthrough, so yeah. Cool updates anyway. So, SquidKeegan here. So, what are we doing for today's playthrough? Maybe try out, I don't know, I guess we can spend time doing Anarchy Battles stuff. Cool. Yeah. I like how in this one, the Salmon Run is 24/7, unlike in Splatoon 2, it was at a certain time. I wonder what Salmon Run will be like in Splatoon 4. Yeah. Anyway, okay. No. It's still SquidKeegan. I'll be switching over to Tag-Keegan soon in the game. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the Spring Fest is coming up. I usually start my stuff in the morning, so team morning for me. How about you, Daxton? I like to sleep in, so team noon maybe. And Big Man is team night. Duh. Okay, let's make a post here. Oh yeah, there's a big run and I didn't even know it. And actually, it's just a simple little drawing. Yeah. Cursed imagery. A happy face. SquidKeegan. Alright. A terrifying face to get you awake. Okay. Keegan. Alright, dude. Wait. Finishing touch. People are gonna question that. Exactly, that's the fun part. SquidKeegan. Okay. And the shine. Reflection from the window. As long as you can see it, it's fine. I can only do so much. How about you shut up? Alright, Keegan. Splatoon amiibo stuff. Except my Pro Controller doesn't support it for some reason. I don't know what that says and I don't care. Alright, Keegan. 16 days. I'm going with Team Morning. Nintendo Direct, baby. New Tomodachi Life, I can't wait. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I have a cat. She likes to hang out on my lap when I play video games or whatever. Fourth wall break. Alright. Let's talk to Judd. Meow. Curling bombs slide on the ground and bounce off walls. Meow. Meow. You can also adjust the detonation timing by holding R to keep them at the ready. Meow. Try throwing one into a fight. Then use the path it creates to chase opponents. Meow. And all that stuff. Meow. Okay, sorry interruptions. What a ripoff. Okay. Come on, dude. Fourth wall break. Anyway, back to the game. Some random call. Military thing. Yeah. Something I'm not interested in doing. Because I have a life. Almighty noble Sion. What? And I don't want to die. You know what? How about this? How about countries start getting in... start getting in peaceful stuff? How about countries stop getting in beef? How about that? Alright, okay, anarchy time. But SquidKeegan, you're in the SquidKeegan Splatoon, doesn't that kind of count as a... Well, you see, Daxton, in the Splatoon world, we fight with ink. So, anyway, moving on. So, yeah. Sorry, interruptions. I'm getting tired of it. So, we're just waiting for our Anarchy Battles stuff. And I have a cat on my lap. Again. All that stuff. Now let's... Meow. It'll oppo. Using a gun, that's easy for me, that I like. I don't want to hear anything about skill issue. Skill issue doesn't exist. You just made that up because you're bored. Okay, SquidKeegan. Get it out. She wanted out. What's taking so long? Oh yeah, we got new internet. We just got new internet. Well, we got new internet again. Why? Because... I don't know. CenturyLink was garbage. Apparently Spectrum was just as worse, even though it worked fine for us. And now, we have a new internet. A local one. Okay. It's the Incopolis Fastnet Extravaganza. Incopolis Fastnet Extravaganza. Oh man! I've been begging Shiver to get that internet. Yeah. Alright, Clam Blitz, here we go. Nice and easy battle. Get the clams. Clam stuff. Yeah. No. Stop. Don't. You're not cornering me. Man. Anyway, I'm sick and tired of random calls. I'm sick and tired of random people showing up. Who shows up? Some random people. For what? Because they're dumb. Daxton. Okay. Well, you guys do live in a very weird spot. Weird spot. You should look at the road and you can tell. Well, people don't want to. Exactly, and it ticks me off. Okay. Like, literally the other day. Okay. SquidKeegan. Literally the other day. Marie and Callie were just in the kitchen, writing down the lyrics for their next song. Okay. And where were you? I think I was outside swimming. Okay. And this random person showed up. We thought it might have been a paparazzi. It could have been a weird fan. But no. It was just some random dude. And what did this random dude want? He was looking for... And that person is gone. He was looking for the road to Lake Oswego. Lake Oswego. Yeah. And so they had to tell him, like, buddy, you are 30 miles away from Lake Oswego. Oh my. In the SquidKeegan world, in the SquidKeegan world, there's Incopolis, Oregon, and I guess it's located near where all the cities in Oregon are. I guess it's located. Yep! But at least we're far away from Portland, so there's that. Anyway. Yeah. Back to your regularly scheduled SquidKeegan program of the SquidKeegan universe within. No more fourth wall break stuff, please. Keegan. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, Did that person squid bag? I think that person just squid bagged. I don't know. Did you guys see it? Let us know. It's 2025 and these people are still toxic. I think that person just squid bagged. Why don't we do the stuff they do back at them, see how they like it. Like spawn camp and squid bag on them. Give them a taste of their own medicine. Like, why not in this community, we be toxic to the toxic people. See how they like it. Savage. Dude. I can't tell if they're squid bagging or they're just going super fast. Because for some reason in Anarchy Battle, y'all are like competitive as heck. When it's like, it's just a video game. Well, that's kind of Nintendo's fault for doing like competitive sports events with this game. Well, people don't need to like practice. People don't need to like be all competitive on us. Well, they gotta practice. Well, if they want to practice so much, why don't they practice in a private lobby? They don't need to make us suffer. No. You see, they want to torture us. No. Yeah. Whoa. Whoa. What just happened? What just happened? Okay, I hope that didn't break. No, it's fine. It's design. Okay. Well. First power thing happening in the history of my YouTube career. Well. Well, the crap. The first power flicker on camera in the history of KS Mantle. K. SquidKeegan 02. Whatever. What just happened, SquidKeegan? I'm trying to... The power flickered. Is the power fine? I don't know, dude. What's going on? It's fine. Let's go back in. Let's try to get this. Because if I can't get back on the internet, then I'll just move on to side order. Because I still gotta finish that. Connecting to the internet. Don't worry, you guys. It's connecting. Unable to connect to network. Oh no! The modem is loading. Oh man. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. We connected back. Everything's fine. Did the power just flicker? I think so. What was that, SquidKeegan? Well, there is a windstorm going on today, so... Oh, another windstorm, eh? Yep. Welcome to Oregon, ladies and gentlemen. Come on, another windstorm. We just had that, like, last week. Well... Alright. So... yeah, everything's fine. Alright. Everything's fine, let's just do another battle. We updated, so... another clam blitz, I guess? Try to do these battles while we can. Anyway, welcome back to our Splatoon 3 playthrough. Yeah. Anyway, the Nintendo Direct just dropped today. New Pokemon game coming later this year. And Tomodachi Life is back, baby. A new Tomodachi Life game in 2026. Let's go. Heck yeah, dude. A new app, that's exciting. No Splatoon stuff? No. But Splatoon is turning 10 this year. They gotta have something. Well, you're gonna have to wait, are ya? You know what ticks me off? What? When you people see a new Nintendo Direct, you get super hyped and hope and pray that they announce something Splatoon related, and then you get so butthurt and upset when there's nothing Splatoon. You're not really defeating the allegations of the only game you ever play 24/7 throughout your entire life is Splatoon, and Splatoon only. Like, SquidKeegan. Like, all you have in your house, you only have a Nintendo Switch, and you only have Splatoon. How do you live? No. Because, like, if this was the only game I'd be playing if this was the only game I was playing for the rest of my life, I'd probably go insane. SquidKeegan. Like, this is an amazing game, but it's not that perfect. Yeah, I don't know. People are weird. It's like, dude, I want to get a new match, come on. Yeah, not really defeating that. I don't think it's an exaggeration. It scares me. This community scares me. It scares us all. Yeah. Like, dude, have patience. Like, there's other games to play. There's other games I want to play. Yeah. So it's like, dude, yeah, there's other games. Yeah, and there's other games to enjoy. There's other games I enjoy. Yeah. I don't understand this fandom. It's best we don't. Oh my gosh, update again? I'm trying to get into another... What is happening? Windstorm, weird interruption on the phone. Can I, like, go through one day? Come on, I have work later tonight. I have to work tonight. It sucks. I'm just trying to do this, man. Okay, what's the battle thing? Rainmaker! Oh, okay, well, you people better be doing what you gotta do. I'm sick and tired of, like, being the only one with a Rainmaker and no one is following me. Like, you gotta back me up, man. Okay, let me check the phone here. A new Tomodachi Life on the Switch. And a new thing the Switch is getting, apparently. Digital game card thing where you can, like, swap around. Oh, so basically just an add-on for digital games. A digital card. It's a useless thing that doesn't make any sense. Come on, SquidKeegan, where's your Nintendo spirit? No, like, what are you gonna do with something like digital game card stuff? Like, what? Well, for people to, like, switch around with Nintendo Switch stuff. Yeah, if you're a nerd and you have more than one Nintendo Switch, and there's no one else in your house, you just have a bunch of the same console. Well, anyway. Waiting. Thank you. It is loaded. So, big man. Yeah. How's life? Fine. Spunky Sam. Okay. Alright, let's go find the Rainmaker. Oh, there it is. I see it. Let's head over there. Get the Rainmaker. And do Rainmaker battles. Oh no. No. No, they got the Rainmaker. They have the Rainmaker. You know, guys? What is it, big man? SquidKeegan Daxton? Yeah. I've always wanted to start my own podcast. Well, then what's stopping you? Deep cut. You could step away. Step away from my big break. Yeah, Shiver and Fry won't mind. They need me. Splatoon 4, please make Rainmaker easy. Like, everything is happening. They need you for what? Because without me, who's gonna be the epic DJ? Get Marina. No, Marina's off the hook. She could step away. No, because Pearl can't handle being solo. She just did a solo song last week. Yeah, with Marina on her side. She was just dancing. Okay. So you're telling me, yes. They can't do solo careers. As much as they would want to, they can't. Okay. Because, like, people like seeing them together. Like, they're the epic duo. And if, like, Pearl goes and does her own thing, and if Marina goes and does her own thing, then people will be mad. Fair point. So, yeah. So, I gotta stick with Deep Cut, and Pearl and Marina gotta stick with together. Friends till the very end. Heck yeah, dude. See why I don't really like Anarchy Battles that much? Because y'all are just crazy. Y'all are like sweating like crazy trying to earn points that aren't even real. It's the video game. And that team won. Great. Well, like, what do you hope to gain? Fame. Of what? Being hardcore Splatoon enthusiasts. They want that sweet clout. I don't even know what clout means. You should know what clout means. That is so stupid. I swear. Dude, if you spend your time on the internet a lot, you should know what clout means. Especially if you're the one doing the clout stuff. I know, man. I know. It was a headache. It was a headache indeed. They just try everything they can to, like, manipulate you into thinking that you're wrong and to thinking that bullying equals criticism. Like, no. Those who bully deserve to get bullied, and I'm sorry, but they deserve to get bullied. Savage. And, those who are filled with hate are more likely to go to hell. So, yeah, there you go. But all that stuff will be bashed on. All that stuff will be addressed in Dark Side of Splat Source, which I hope to get out this summer. Yeah. Dude, I can't wait for that movie. It's gonna be so awesome. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So, big man, you always wanted to do podcasts? Yes. Well, then let's start. Let's do a podcast right now. Well, like, you know, I want to start my podcast with, something guaranteed to get people watching. And what is that? You know, I've always wanted to interview Putz12. Really? Yes. Let's check out the lockers here. Alright, here's my locker. There's Auntie Callie. Okay. Let's look at everybody's cursed lockers. Cursed lockers. How do I hang my clothes? Do I need like a certain shelf for that? I guess so. Chad fam. Amy. Let's go through these lockers. Sushi Moon. Soup. I'm at soup. Thank you for Blade of Grass. Thank you for Blade of Grass. Hey, what is that banner? Why is that banner still on there? I thought they got rid of it. Oh. Wait, no, never mind. I just realized that's actually the default banner. Stupid. I'm sorry. I got confused, okay? They look the same. That's the default banner. Like, if you guys remember, back in the summer, there was a bunch of very hateful people. And Nintendo took away the banner because of their actions. So, yeah, I just realized that's just the default banner. Yeah, there's no way that, dare I say it, I guess it's safe to say it, there's no way the jackpot banner is still in the game. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised by how many people simp for them. It's taken forever to get into a new match. Well, I gotta find new people. Oh, those people just left. When it's like half an hour of this, we can do like another battle thing, I guess. I always wanted to interview Putz12, big man. You know, I don't know, I just thought, you know, it's kind of interesting. I mean, him getting angry over a kid's game all the time and, like, getting mad at children in the game and, like, whenever somebody beats him in the game, he goes out of his way to block them. You know, I'm just curious, like, how does he, like, what motivates him? Like, how does he do it? Alright then, let's get Putz12 right now. SquidKeegan. Yeah, let's get him. Let's do an interview right now, ASAP. Come on, it'll be great. Right. Come on. I don't know. We don't need to interview Putz12. You know who I want to interview? You know who I want to interview? I want to interview Jackpot, and I want to ask them why they're filled with so much hatred, and why that should be a wake-up call for all the toxic people in the community, except no. Alright, we get it, SquidKeegan. You are very, very critical over the Splatoon community. You know what? Can you blame me? Like, 2024 was the worst year for the fandom, in my opinion. Like, have you seen what people have been doing last year? I know. With the bullying and the certain stuff of hate and how people have been treating Marina. Yes, that... Are we just gonna ignore the fact that the official voice actress for Marina supports that garbage? You know, the washing stuff. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You've been on Twitter. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I guess so. Like, dude. Join pool table to play with Splat Cat. Oh no! I fell over. Help! I've fallen and I can't get up. Get the Rainmaker. Stop! Get the Rainmaker! Now, alright, now everybody follow me. Please stop being chickens. No! Yeah, the Anarchy Battle stuff sucks. What's the matter? I'll tell you what's the matter. Everybody is way too aggressive. Y'all acting like everyone in Splatoon 3... Y'all out here acting like everyone in Splatoon 3 is way too aggressive. Everyone in Splatoon 2 were aggressive. Everyone in Splatoon 1 were aggressive. 9 years later, y'all still can't get over the fact that Marie won in the final Splatfest. Yep. 9 years. Your grudge terrifies me. Savage. Is that cool? A lobby with her. I think. Is she nice? I hope so. Because I don't really trust the big Splat-tubers right now. I don't think we all do, SquidKeegan. Yep. Another Another Rainmaker match, and then moving on because this is getting ridiculous. Anyway, I'm gonna be looking at my phone, checking my stuff here. Oh no. There's a ghost with 300 IQ. Oh no. Hey. Yeah. I hear the wind. But near Tomodachi life ain't that awesome. Alright, check my emails. SquidKeegan. Let's do it. I'm down. Daxton. Yeah, let's interview Putz12. I'm curious. I'm curious to hear his story, and why this game ticks him off. I want to interview. What other? Let's see. Let's see. SquidKeegan. Toxic burger. The heck is toxic burger? It's a burger that makes you toxic. Ooh, the Splatoon fandom will love that. Savage. You guys, you know what? The Splatoon community has become a laughingstock, and until until change happens, we will continue to mock it. Sure, there are plenty of amazing people in this community, us included, but most of the people who run this fandom are very awful and toxic. Like, I hate to say it, but the big Splattubers, I wouldn't trust them. Like, all the big creators in the Splatoon community, I'm talking like the most well-known, most, like, you know, the big shots, you know what I mean? Like, they might be bullies, and they just hate you for no reason. They're so big, which means they're so perfect. Like, this community is such a joke. All the big Splattubers in this fandom. They act like they act like they care, but they don't. They don't care. They say they care, but they don't. And then when you stand up for yourself, they get ticked off and pass off their behavior as criticism. No, this community has really distorted criticism. Bullying. Okay, I guess they just bully you. They just bully you to the point where you just can't take it anymore with this world. They're that evil. Yeah. They are that evil. Yeah, it's insane. Like, how can a kids game attract so many awful people? It doesn't make sense. I know. Welcome to the internet. Dude, all these big shots in the Splatoon community, they hate you. And when there's no drama, they get so bored. They crave drama. There's no drama happening, they start drama just to feed their ego. And so they have something to talk about. And don't even get me started on their simps. You know who you are. Savage. Oh my gosh, dude. I just want to take this community and burn it to the ground. SquidKeegan. Like, it's that aggravating. Like, how are you supposed to feel welcomed here? Like, they have made this community so toxic to the point where, like, I just don't trust it anymore. Nobody does. Like, you can't, all these big creators, all these big shots, these big Splattubers, I'm talking like the higher-ups, the ones who think they run this community, you can't trust them. Because they're toxic, and they bully small creators. So, never meet your heroes. There's a chance that they're bullies. And they bully you and pass it off as criticism. They have distorted the whole concept of criticism. They have confused criticism like heck. Yep. If they cared so much, they would have left you alone after the first time you said, knock it off. They just manipulate you and gaslight you into thinking that you're wrong. In the Splatoon community, if you defend yourself, or if you show any sign of emotions, if you show any sign of being a person, you're a bad person. They are that stupid. Yep. Like, they're morons. All of them. Yeah, they're ridiculous. Like, they are just absolute, like, it makes me so angry, I just want to scream. Like, why? I don't know. Oh, it's just criticism. Bullying someone to the point where they just want to off themselves, so that's criticism? Okay. Like, there are actual awful people in this community. There are creeps everywhere, and yet you can't take the time to drive them out of the community. You have to bully people. Because you're that bored out of your mind. Get a job. Exactly. Like, get a job. Okay? For real. Oh, and you get so scared when... Oh, and you get so scared when people like us mention creeps. Oh, so you're allowed to mention creeps, but we aren't? What does that even mean? They just find every excuse to, like, they're that bored. They need drama. They need drama because it makes them money. Yep. No drama is happening in the community, they'll start it. They're that stupid. I know. They just pass off bullying as criticism. Like, no. No. Idiots. All of them. I know. They're insane. They are insane. And that's another thing. Like the Splatfest, everyone gets super toxic over Splatfest. They treat it like politics. Savage. I don't know what it is. Like, it used to be about the theme. It used to be about the team. But no, it's about who can get your favorite idol to win. Like, they're that crazy. Yep. Like, it's up to us to keep this community stabilized and spread love and positivity. Because the big shots, they encourage hate. They are just filled with so much hate. And I hate them. Because they are hateful people. They are awful people. Why should I be nice to them? Why should I be nice to them? Yeah. I'm not playing around. Like, I am not dealing with these people ever again. Toxic people do not interact. I mean it. Toxic people do not interact. Yep. They're... Yeah, like... And get this, SquidKeegan. A majority of these people in the Splatoon community who just spread hatred for some reason are... They're in their 20s. Children. Like, they just go around and just bully someone for just being themselves. It's like, they're absolute children, Daxton. Like, why? Like, they get after people for being unique and creative with their, videos and stuff. Like, Splatoon fan animation stuff. Yeah! Isn't that the whole point? Be, like, for example, this channel. Unique and creative. Yep. And, like, apparently, in the Splatoon community, you're not allowed to take your time to improve. No, you gotta magically improve. Like, I don't think you people understand the whole point of creating. Yeah. They don't. Like, it takes time to improve. Let someone practice some more. Like, let them get in the rhythm. Like, let them adjust to what it is they're working on. And just, like, let them figure out a profession. Oh, snap. Is that the real Zach Scott? Zach Scott. Is it Zach Scott? I think so. Yeah. Like, let people take their time. Let people figure out what to do. Like, let people take their time to improve. And when they feel ready, then they'll be ready to improve. Don't yell at them and bully them for not improving. It takes time to improve. And if you people can't seem to realize that, then kiss my... Hey, look over here. Look at all these bombs over here. Hey, no. Look at all these people trying to take our turf. Oh, no. I know, SquidKeegan, this community has really fell. This community has really fallen. And when Dark Side of Splat Source wipes the floor with these awful people, it will be justly deserved. Like, you have no idea what movie you're about to watch in the summer. Like, it's gonna be great. Yeah. Dark Side of Splat Source coming this summer. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It'll be a beautiful story. And a story to encourage acceptance. Savage. Yep. Like, dude. Yeah, this community has fallen apart. And no one will accept the fact that this community sucks now. Like, hey, why do you keep talking smack about this Splatoon community? What's wrong with it? It's so perfect. Have you seen what you're doing? Like, dude. Come on now. You're not fooling anybody. Disney World saved Muppet Vision? Really inside the magic? Did they really? I don't... Will you stop explaining a bunch of history stuff and just get to the point? No, go away. Okay. Like, people in this community, like, all the big shots in this community are just so toxic. They just encourage hate. They encourage hate. They distorted criticism. They excuse bullying as criticism. They're that insane. Yep. I know, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like, words cannot describe how... Like, words cannot describe how confused I am with this fandom. Like, how can you be this toxic? How does this game make you extremely toxic? What? What's wrong? Keegan, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, Keegan? I killed Skibbity. Uh-oh. It's okay, Keegan, it's just a name. Yeah, but the slang, it ticks me off. Brain rot ticks me off. Like, brain rot, I despise brain rot. I despise brain rot, okay? Like, I hate it with a burning passion. Like, did you find anything about Disney World saving Muppet Vision PD? I don't know, because it just... every single time with Inside the Magic, it just keeps going off about, like, the history of the attraction. Like, I don't care, I just want to know. Did they save it or not? What the fudge? Get Skibbity. Skibbity toilet must die. Yeah, anyway. Well, why not read the article? Well, we gotta play this. We can't pause it. We can't pause it. Splatoon 4 better have a pause feature. Get Skibbity toilet. Make him suffer. Why does it exist? Dang Gen Alpha. You must be disciplined. Yeah, the Splatoon community has really lost its marbles, I tell you. Like, they have just gotten extremely toxic. If you show any sign of emotions, or if you're just being yourself, it ticks them off for some reason. Maybe it's just a jealousy. Maybe it's just a jealousy thing. Like, maybe all these big shots, they're jealous of you because of how unique and creative you are, and for being a creative person, maybe. Maybe they're just jealous because, like, you're a good person and they aren't, and they try to find excuses, like, they just bully you, and confuse bullying as criticism. It's like, they're that insane. And I cannot wait. Skibbity toilet must be burnt. SquidKeegan. Yeah. The community has really fallen, and I can't wait to see how toxic everybody during Springfest are. Like, I don't understand, man. Get Skibbity toilet. Skibbity toilet must be banned. Ban Gen Alpha stuff. Please ban the brain rot. Orange Man, I beg of you. It's too late for that because there's a government agency that's kind of brain rot. Doge is brain rot? How dare you? What is with... Why are y'all complaining about brain rot so much all of a sudden when Gen Z started brain rot? Yeah, and even when brain rot started, I remember... Even when brain rot started, I remember looking at it and thinking, this is stupid. Do people actually watch this garbage? And then Gen Alpha just made it mainstream. Yeah, and now they just make anything brain rot, they made it slang terms now. And it, like, just makes my blood boil. Welcome to the wonderful world of the internet. Where brain rot is key. If you have brain rot, you will never run this country. Because everyone will be scared of your brain rot. Dude, like, what is happening? What is happening right now? We're splatting the zone, big man. Have you not been paying attention? You guys have been complaining about the fandom and you've been trying to figure out Muppet Vision 3D stuff. I'm just, okay, my brain shut off. Your brain shut off. You watched Skibbity Toilet, have you? You watched it, have you? I did not. You watched Skibbity, have you, big man? You Skibbity Ohio Riz big man. Ugh, can't believe I just said that. I did not watch Skibbity Toilet. Yes, you did. You watched Skibbity Toilet. That's why you're not paying attention. I never watched Skibbity Toilet. Maybe I accidentally clicked on it and I panicked. Like, I have never watched, like, SquidKeegan. You better be careful talking like that. Be careful talking like that, dude. There's kids talking like that. There's kids talking like that. Yeah, but you're gonna trigger everybody. I'll trigger everybody anytime I please. You know what? They started it. Might as well show them how it feels. Now, I did not watch Skibbity Toilet, okay? Then pay attention. Anyway, back to the Splatoon community rant. Yeah. So, yeah, you can't trust these big shots anymore. Like, all these higher-ups in the fandom, you can't trust them anymore. Because they're bullies. Yep. They're big, massive bullies. That's right. They're ridiculous. This community has really fallen, man. Yeah, well, your rant can continue in movie form because we got stuff to do. Dark Side of Splat Source, summer 2025, baby. Yeah. Alright, Daxton, what? Read the article. I'm going to. Read the article. Well, I gotta... Okay. Gosh dang it. Alright, the Muppets eventually made their way to Disneyland Resort with a clone of Muppet Vision 3D, opening alongside Disney California Adventure Park in 2001. Ooh. However, it closed permanently in 2014. Yep, and they replaced it with Frozen, and now it's a Mickey's Filler Magic, which is better in my opinion. Yeah. I hate Frozen. Keegan, you've been complaining about Frozen for like over 10 years. And I'll keep on doing it! 15 years after Henson and Eisner appeared on Good Morning America, Disney finally purchased the Muppets from the Jim Henson Company. The franchise now exists on the Walt Disney Imagineering Muppet Studio. Okay, this is the last Anarchy Battle we'll do, and then we'll move on to other stuff. Maybe head on down to Side Order. Are we gonna do... We'll do a whole episode on Side Order soon. Alright. When are we gonna do another episode of Deep Cut Shenanigans? It's been 2 years. When I have an idea, Daxton. There's so many projects I gotta work on, man. The Aaron Peters one, that's probably irrelevant now, so maybe that project's canceled. Because that I wanted to make during the whole fiasco. Dude. Keep your mouth shut. My mouth... Dude! Everything's fine. Like, it's so, like, people have been such... Like, that era was such a mess. And like, especially because it was, like, right after I had to deal with bullies. Savage. It's like, yeah. Good riddance. There you have it. The public may never have seen one of Jim Henson's final works, Muppet Vision. Ugh. Had it not been for the legal settlement between Henson Associates, blah, 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 blah. What's replacing Muppet Vision? Monsters, Inc. Yeah, Disney finally decided to get rid of Muppet Vision at Disney World. Okay, why did it close me out? Google, come on. Splat the zone, take over the zone. Get those people, take over the zone. If Splatoon 4 comes out and people are extremely toxic as heck, then we have truly lost. Savage. Dark Side of Splat Source coming this summer. There's so much about the fandom I can rant about, but I'll just keep going off and I'll just ruin my day. So that's a topic for another time. Toxic people do not interact. You watched Skibbity Toilet, have you, big man? I never watched Skibbity... I never watched anything Skibbity Toilet. Then why... What is with all this talk about... Big man, every time I go to GameStop, I see Skibbity Toilet merch, and I cringe. It, like, I feel so dead inside that this is the kind of crap kids like now. Like, remember when... Like, the Gen Alpha stuff scares me. Like, it scares me. Well, SquidKeegan, there's Gen Z stuff that should terrify you, so... Gen Z stuff, at least Gen Z was slightly disciplined. Slightly disciplined. You're disciplined, I'm disciplined, Shiver's disciplined, Marina's disciplined, Daxton's disciplined. No, you mean... Gen Z is the reason social media is very weird and toxic. No, Gen Z... No, Millennials started that. No. Millennials started the whole toxic fiasco thing. No, big man. Toxic people have been around forever. They just gotten worse, and Gen Alpha made it worse. No... SquidKeegan... What are they trying to tell me about? We need to have a talk about your bias. I have no bias. I'm speaking the truth. Everybody's afraid. Everybody's afraid. It makes me glad my generation was at least stabilized. Your generation, dude, our generation... Dude, Gen Z gets super upset over the slightest things. The slightest things? Well, maybe they have a point. Maybe they... I don't know. Like, they just go on social media and crave attention. Crave it. They crave, well, maybe, yeah, because their parents never liked them. Their parents never liked them, big man. Why do you think there's a bunch of bullies in the Splatoon community? Because their parents never loved them. They must have attention. That explains everything, doesn't it? Overtime! Come here, come here. Hello! I hope that word is appropriate. And blah 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 blah. They have it. The public may never have. At D23 2024, chairman of Disney Experiences, Josh DeMario. Screw that guy. SquidKeegan. Alright, we're done with battles, finally. Surprised fans by announcing that Walt Disney Imagineering was planning to build a long-rumored Monsters, Inc. door coaster at Disney's Hollywood Studios. And you know what really gets me, Daxton? What? Like, behind Grand Avenue, where Muppet Vision is, there is a whole area that they can expand to, but they're cheapskates. Yep. They're absolute cheapskates. Alright, what do you want to do now, guys? I want to get... Maybe do Salmon Run, maybe? Maybe we'll go to... Side order? I don't know. I guess... Let's do some Salmon Run. Yeah. Alright. At the time, early concept art revealed 2 possible locations for the Monsters, Inc. ride and its adjacent land, Muppets Courtyard in the animation court. Get to the point. Is it saved or not? Freelance. I'm a freelancer, yo. Oh no, the umbrella gun. Don't give me your skill issue nonsense. Okay. Disney Parks fans quickly vocalized their opinions on where the new land should go, and most begged the Walt Disney Company to save one of... Yes, save it! They just disrespect... They disrespect their own legacy. Have you seen the Snow White remake? If you praise that movie, you're a fool. Or you've been bribed. Or you've been bribed. Anyway, SquidKeegan... Yeah, I never watched Skibidi Toilet. And don't go and defend your generation when your generation has done very dumb stuff. Oh, yeah, I am aware that Gen Z is the reason TikTok is cringe. And they done a very evil stuff on TikTok for clout. I don't know. They're that scary. Alright. Salmon Run time. Salmon Run Splatoon 3. Here we go. However, on November 22nd, Walt Disney World Resort confirmed that Muppets Courtyard and Muppet Vision 3D would close to make way for the Monsters, Inc. land. Screw you, Disney. Come on, man. Alright, Inside the Magic. You don't need to explain everything, just tell me, is it saved or not? But they gotta make sure, you know. I know, dude, I'm a Disney fan, I know everything Disney's doing. And dare I say it, the only people who simp for Rachel Zegler are desperate people. Your point being, I don't know. I'm bored. The statement Disney wrote that it planned to preserve Muppet Vision 3D. Yeah, we know. Everything is happening. SquidKeegan, help me! Help! Alright. Fill up the eggs. Oh, of course. Y'all won't do your job. Just get to the point. This isn't the end of the Muppets at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Walt Disney World Resort has confirmed that Jim and his beloved characters will take over Rock and Roller Coaster. Yeah, the all-new Disney villains on... With Vision 3D when the in-progress Disney Villain Land opens at Magic Kingdom Park. Disney Villains Land. Magic Kingdom Park. There's gonna be a Disney Villains Land, and nobody told me. Where are they gonna put that? Or are they gonna replace it? This gave me nothing! Well, Daxton, I guess we'll never know. Well, they better. Snow White. Yeah! Snow White remake hits all-time low. Let's go, baby. We're freaking winning. SquidKeegan. Yeah! You know, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, that was the first ever animated movie and Disney's first ever movie, and this is how they treat it. You still worship your daddy, Iger? Okay. Alright, Salmon Run is getting chaotic after this. We'll stop. I'm just trying to find some variety stuff to do within these playthroughs, because, like, I want to try other stuff in the game other than the same thing. Over and over and over again. Rachel Zegler's live-action Snow White remake has set a starting record on IMDb. Yay. Get away! No! Becoming the lowest rated movie of all time among films, more than 107,000 reviews. Wow. Yes! Yes! You're really enjoying this, SquidKeegan. Well, yeah, screw that movie, screw Rachel Zegler, screw Hollywood, and screw the idiots like the Splatoon community acts like Hollywood. Like, you put the Splatoon community and Hollywood together, the resemblance is terrifying. Savage. Dark Side of Splat Source coming this summer. Yeah, that's great. Anyway, despite not being officially listed as the platform's worst film overall, it is the worst film. It looks terrible. Its 1.7 rating out of 10, coming from over 117,000 user scores, is still quite an achievement. Yes! Several factors have fueled the film's dismal reception. Yes! Chief among them are controversial casting choices and changes to the story, with some fans argue stray too far from the classic 1937 animated original. If you want to find an example of how ridiculous Gen Z is and how ashamed I am of my generation, take a look at Rachel Zegler. Savage. I'm shaving this. The CGI of the Seven Dwarfs has also come under fire, commenting on the characters' unnatural appearances. Yeah, and you know why, Daxton? Big man? You know why? Yeah, why did they go with CGI dwarves? Because originally, there wasn't going to be any dwarves. It was just Snow White and the Seven Bandits. The Seven Bandits. Yes, because lo and behold, from my understanding, part of it has to do with the actor of Game of Thrones. What's his face? I forgot his name. Complained through a fit saying, "Having dwarfs will be offensive." What? Nice. Anyway, what? Yeah, they didn't want dwarfs because it would be offensive, so they went with 7 bandits. 7 diverse people of bandits, when it's like, dude, there's nothing offensive. You know what? dwarfs would kill to play a major role in a big Disney film. Alright, SquidKeegan, what should we do now? We still got some time. Tomodachi Life 2 is real! Well, I guess we can head over to side order. Yeah, side order! Let's go. No. No. You leave furries out of here. First, let's say hi to Deep Cut. I'm gonna do side order or story mode? Let's do side order because I still gotta finish that. Alright then. Pay attention. Hi. Hey. Alright. What does that say? Oh. If that person is defending furries. SquidKeegan. I'm sorry. Wow. You left off on the 3rd floor. I was playing this in the car and my battery was dying. Sure. Alright. Splatoon 3 side order. Here's Octo-Keegan. Yeah. Side order. Side order. Pearl drone. How many people complained about this game because of their skill issue? Probably dozens, I'm sure. Get the ink ball of life. Get away from me, fish! Alright. 3rd floor cleared. Nice. There's Oct. Oct. Further backlash erupted following statements made by lead actress Zegler, who criticized certain aspects of the beloved original, including removing the "Someday My Prince Will Come" song. Weird. Weird. Yeah, because apparently Hollywood gets too offended by true love now. If you get offended by love stories, that just tells me you never found love. Savage. No, because, like, who in their right mind gets offended by love? People filled with hate. And, who got offended by us being filled with love from April to July? Really tells you. Idiots. And they said very stupid stuff, and which, as a Christian, really ticks me off when there's like hardcore Christians that just think everything is the devil and just find excuses for like a certain thing. Being friends, like having female friends, apparently, having female friends is considered, oh, I'm sorry. And here's the and that's the ironic thing, because they're all Marina's friends. Exactly, you stupid people. Get with the lore. Oh wait, you can't. Because you're stupid. Alright, SquidKeegan. No, like, I will not tolerate these people. I'm sick of them. Toxic people do not interact. Dark Side of Splat Source, Summer 2025. Yeah. This community has very strange stuff. And not just weirdos making weird stuff. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, apparently dwarfs were too offensive, but it was very stupid, the 7 bandits, so Disney had to bring back the dwarfs, but instead of hiring actual dwarfs, they just went with ugly, stupid, uncanny CGI dwarves that look like they look terrifying. Like, they look like something from like freaking They look like something you see in Shrek. Which is meant to look ugly, apparently. Speaking of Shrek, how many of y'all don't mind the new design for Shrek 5? Like, you gotta remember, animation has changed. Gal Gadot's involvement as the Evil Queen was initially met with excitement. I'm a simp for the Evil Queen. Gosh dang it, SquidKeegan. Okay. Would you get mad if I said this DLC is actually easy? Yeah, because you play it on... I'm not gonna play the hard stuff. I'm not doing this again. Hello! Fishy! Fishy, fishy. Hey, SquidKeegan. You think I watch Skibbity Toilet? Tell me this. How do you know about Skibbity Toilet, anyway? Dude, because it's, like, very popular and it's terrifying? Fair point. Yet her performance, like Zegler's, has received a mixed response. Disney live-action remakes are just bad. Have you seen the Lilo and Stitch remake? Look what they've done to Pleakley. Although box office figures showed Snow White topping ticket sales. My butt. On its opening weekend, it's $44.3 million domestic revenue and $87.3 million global total booth fell short of industry forecast. Oh, it's doing so... Oh, it's doing... The box office is so big? Yeah, right. You honestly support that garbage? You're a moron. Alright, SquidKeegan. Like, Hollywood, like... What's wrong with you? They don't know what they're doing anymore. They just keep making the same stuff. There's just no creativity, no imagination. It scares me. The battery needs charging. I shall plug in the battery stuff. So neat. I mean, we're almost done anyway. Might as well. Okay, don't unplug that big plug thing because we need that for our HDMI 4 splitter thing that we're using because our TV only has 2 HDMI ports. Yeah. It sucks. Hurry up, SquidKeegan. Yeah, hurry up, man. So, I want to interview Putz12 someday. Not interviewing Putz12. Alright, SquidKeegan, just to torture you, let's interview Skibbity Toilet. No, anything but that! Exactly. Get in here. Get her done. Alright, plug the charger in. I'm trying to read this article. I want to praise the failure, the epic fail of the Snow White remake. Hang on, Daxton. Despite the film's ongoing negative buzz, a minority of critics have praised Zegler's vocal abilities and certain visual elements that were part of the classic series. Y'all were bribed. SquidKeegan. I don't believe that 1 second. Even so, fans looking for a faithful retelling have voiced disappointment at what they see as a departure from Disney's iconic original movie. Have you seen the trailers? That should tell you everything. No running around this time, huh? Down with the tyranny of legs, tentacles for life. But what if I have to... SquidKeegan. Well, I have to, so I can move faster. Okay. Ultimately... Get away from me! La-dee-dee! The sprinkler fish. Get away! Okay. Ultimately, Snow White has gained notoriety for its exceptionally poor rating and the controversy surrounding it. How does it feel, Disney? We finally have the high ground. Savage. Now, how about you leave Tom Sawyer Island alone? And Muppet Vision alone? Oh wait, you can't. Because you're cheapskates! Do you have any idea what it's like to build a new land in a new area in this economy? Y'all whining about inflation. Hey, government, you create money, why don't you make more? Because they're tree huggers. Then all is lost. So up against the boss next. We'll cross-check that reject until it's a lost wreck, no respect. She's so cool. Yeah. Pearl the best. Pearl the best. Layered. Lowest scoring film on IMDb for any title with over 107,000 reviews. Those noises are scary. I can't read that. Huh? La-da-doo. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dee. La-da-dee, la-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. La-da-dee. Made it to the checkpoint, baby. Fishes. Lovely fish. No. It's doing something. Get away. Heads up, you got incoming. You can't catch me. Okay, SquidKeegan. So there you have it. Snow White remake isn't doing well. Big Man wants to interview Putz12. And SquidKeegan hates Skibbity Toilet. Screw that Skibbity Toilet. I want to just grab Skibbity Toilet by the neck and the Splatoon community needs help. Yes, it does. You hear that? Dark Side of Splat Source. Coming soon. This simulation stuff. Why did Marina build this? She just wanted a nice, peaceful place for us. Yeah, and then dangerous stuff seeped in. Well. Get away! Get all the fish. All the dang fish. Final checkpoint, here we go. Now screw that thing up. It's doing something. It's throwing bombs. SquidKeegan, it's throwing. I'm doing my best, man. Can't believe you. Can't believe me what? I just can't believe you. What did I do? What did I do that you cannot believe? SquidKeegan, you know what you've done. You went to Subway and you got me the wrong order. I got you the wrong order. Guys, stop. I got you the... Dude, I told them exactly what you wanted. It's not my fault you made me tell them on the phone. Well, I was too lazy to go out. I was too lazy to go out to Subway and so I can watch them make my sandwich so I can get after them if they mess up. You know what? How about you stop paying for a sandwich someone made for you and just make your own sandwich? I don't know how much it costs to go to Subway. The smelly fin gelatin fell again. That boss had no bars while we tossed the big bombs. You two are so cool, it's scary. No joke. I'm glad we're on the same side. And now to leave. What are you doing? We got to leave. We gotta stop for now. But we gotta deal with Smollusk. I'll deal with Smollusk another time. Hey Oct, why do we have to go through each trial in order to go more upwards? Like why can't we run the elevator? Why do we have to wait for you? Why not we run the elevator? Like you don't need to do this stuff. Yeah. Miss, you must do what I say. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, alright. that's enough for today. Stay tuned for more of Splatoon 3, and stay tuned for more SquidKeegan Gaming. Yeah. Later, guys. I am SquidKeegan. I am Daxton. And I am Big Man. And I'll see you guys later. Bye, everyone.